Hey, all, it's Dinosa again. This is now the review for Jersey Shore Season 3, Episode 2. On that, and just kind of it was actually a lot better episode than Episode 1, in my opinion. Largely because Episode 1 was so full of everybody getting down there and the little kind of clean up drama from Miami, but I was pretty happy with it overall. It really starts off where that everybody's it recaps the fight that went on last night, but then Mike says everyone to bed, so just go to bed, we'll deal with it in the morning. And then everybody's waking up, and then it starts up with actually Mike trying to fix the problems they've been having with Ronnie and Sammy. He's like you guys, we still care about you, but you're acting like, fools here. And Ronnie's like, stop with the family shit. And he's like, I'm trying. I don't know what else I can really do. And that's how it kind of left it. They left, but then they all kind of went out to a club. Karma had a great time. Vinny had a little stalker situation where he kept going to one spot and the girl kept following him around. He's like, what the hell? And then he tried to hide in, and then she's still following him, and it was kind of funny. With that, and I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but the other thing is during Karma, Nicole is so smashed, she starts hiding in a bush, and then Jenny actually takes Nicole home and says, like, you are too drunk, you can't be in here right now. So Jenny takes Nicole home, and and this is Jenny, and she a winner, because Jenny was looking out for her friends, saying, like, you two smash, we need to go or you're gonna get in trouble. So anyway, Jenny's out there on that, just trying to get Nicole back, and Dina's still partying. Everyone's having a good time, but Ronnie and Sam are not there once again. And, Nicole even mentioned that is like, oh, what's up with that? They're just being, pitiful. I don't know if it's pitiful or what. It's just, that's kind of what the thing is. So they just left it at that, and they had a great time. And Vinny brought one girl home, and then I thought this was kind of weird, but Mike and Vinny were gonna share her, and I was like, ugh, I don't know, they seemed a little more stronger than that. But then Vinny locks Mike out, and he's like, screw you, Lock. And Vinny's actually turned out to be a big player, and Mike's like, man, all I got is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich tonight. This sucks. So it's real funny. Of course, Dina teases him, was like, you have me, and he's like, I'll be okay. And he just goes to bed on that after everybody is hungover, and then everyone's going to bed. And then they wake up, and it's Sunday, so they're going to have Sunday dinner. And let's see, I believe Ronnie and Sammy steal one of the Escalades. Okay, now this is where the mystery, I think, of the Escalades gets explained. It's that, I guess, at every location that's set up, they have two Escalades for the cruise outside. That's the best way I could describe it, because they have two Escalades. Because all of a sudden they had two Escalades in Florida, and now they have two Escalades there in Jersey. So that explains it, I guess. The mystery Escalades on that. But anyway, Ronnie and Sammy disappear because they're going to church, which is actually quite notable. Sammy, which I didn't get that impression from her, but I have to give her some credit on that. And she even took Ronnie to church on that, so which is really cool. And then everyone's waking up, and they're pissed because they took the car without telling them where they're going or what's happening or anything. So they're having Sunday dinner, but first, before that, they do gym tan laundry, and then minus Sammy and Ron. And then they're going to have Sunday dinner, but there's no Sammy and Ron. And Mike's really irritated at this point. He's just like, this is weird. This is not normal on that. And because Ronnie and Sammy were having dinner elsewhere on that. So So what happens is they're like, let's say a place, and he's like, no, I'm not playing that. You know, they're here, they're not, they're not. So we'll just leave it at that. So anyway, what happens is that then Mike, they have the family dinner, and they're actually, while the family dinner is going on, they're watching Dina cook, and the woman had no cooking experience. I know she likes Mike, and I know she's trying to play up to Mike, but she's like putting in, and he's like, just not done. Next, I mean, it was so timid. It was just they were laughing. It was hecka funny. Plus, early in the episode, they were discussing whether or not her boobs and her rear was real. That was kind of funny too. But anyway, they have the Sunday dinner, and everything seemed to work out. Then Sam and Ronnie show up, and they find out they went out to eat. They went to the carnival, and they had like a stuffed banana on that as a prize. And, you know, they're like, you missed Sunday dinner. And they're like, I don't care. You know, and everybody was like just kind of burned out at this point. Like, you know, what are you here for? Which you kind of see that because Sammy's kind of feeling really alone. And what they do is they all, you know, they all kind of go out after dinner. This is, I guess, the next day they go to their job, get their new work schedules, what they're supposed to do, and where they're supposed to work. And they get that all taken care of. So they go to the work schedules. Get everything started, and they come back, and then Mike has a conversation with Ronnie saying, look, hey man, people are whispering here, we got to go out and do something, people are like really wondering here. And he's like, let's just go to rides, let's have some fun on the rides. And then Sammy's overhearing the conversation. She's like, when do you want to go? And they're like, oh, well, he's almost the same phrase Mike had when Angelina showed up in Miami. It was great. And Dino said she's going to go regardless if Sammy goes or not. So they go out to the rides. They're having a good time on that, which I cannot handle carnival rides. My life depends on it. But anyway, they're having a good time. Sammy's like pouting about the whole situation. She's not even trying on that. Or she's not even laughing with them, saying like, on that. She's just kind of pouting. And then, you know, Ron sees this, and Ron's like, during the carnival thing, he's like, hey, you're going to be like this, get away. It's just seriously. Everyone's trying to have fun. Everyone sees you pouting. Just come on, let's go on the ride. And they went on one ride together, and she's like, this is like Miami all over again. He's like, no, it's not. And he's trying to help her. So then Sammy and Ron, at the end of the episode, they all come back from the carnival. Sammy goes upstairs, and she's all quiet. And Ronnie's like, come on, tell me what you're thinking. And he's like, look. And Ronnie's like full-blown confessing to her. It's like, if you don't believe I'm real now, then what do I have to do? What is through your head? And then she starts being upset. And Ronnie had an interesting point, which I didn't actually give Ronnie the credit. I didn't think he could put this in words, but he says, who gave you permission that you could be the only one who's hurt on that? You know, you messed around too. And he's like, oh, I never had sex with you. I only had sex with you. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Sure. And we don't know the whole backstory on it, but Ronnie, his point is like, I'm tired of this. You're driving me nuts on them. And then they went to separate beds, and Ronnie's like, whatever, just you're crazy on that. Now, at the end of the episode shows a preview of Sammy apologizing to Snooki and other difficulties they're going through, and that came from a surprise, but it was kind of understood. And then I'm wondering how she's going to apologize to Snooki, but see if she'll apologize to JWoww on that. But we'll find out. Anyway, that was a quick review. It's about 12, almost 12:30 in the morning, and I've got a lot to do tomorrow. But otherwise, y'all have a good evening, and hopefully put up another review as soon as I can. Bye.